Hello, my name is Christopher, and I am reporting week 12 backend project uh, JUnit testing for Promineo Tech. And we're going to be showing our project here for that test. First off here, we have our POM file, and we have all of our code inside of that POM file here for our project. So if we come over to our test demo class. First off, we have our add positive method, and if if A is greater than 0 and B is greater than 0, um, it's going to return the sum of those two. And if it's not positive, if the number is not positive, it's going to throw a new illegal argument exception, and it's going to print out this error message to the user that both parameters must be positive. We have a few more methods here. So for this one, we have our multiply positive method here. So this is just going to, again, test for the numbers to be positive. If A or B is less than or equal to 0, it's going to throw an exception that both numbers must be positive, and it's going to return, if there is no exception thrown, it'll return the sum of A and B. Here we have our random get random int. So we're going to get a random integer between 1 and 10. And our next method is random number squared, which will turn, we'll get a random integer, and then we will return that number, that integer times itself to get the squared result. Okay, so if we go to our JUnit test, we have all of our imports up here. And then inside of our class, we have our private test demo, and we have we're going to run the test demo here. So for this method here, we have our if else statement, and if the assert that is positive, then that's going to be expected. If else, then it's going to throw an exception if it's not positive. So down here, we have our arguments for being positive. So and there are just different random integers within this. And then here we have our assert that tests, and this is going to multiply that it's positive, that the numbers are positive and are added correctly. So like 8 and 12 here is going to equal 20, 14 and 27 is 41, so on. And then here we have we're testing here that that when the numbers multiplied together, that it's going to be positive. So we have a couple of examples here of positive numbers, and then we have some negative integers, which would result in a negative result, and that's going to throw an exception. And then we have our last test here for the getting the random int, and then getting the square of that int. So let's run our JUnit test here. And as we can see here, it ran with no errors as expected. And that's what we want. Thank you so much.